PRRS. More than 25 years after its appearance, PRRS continues to be the most challenging and costly disease affecting pig production. PRRS is a viral disease which causes severe reproductive problems in pregnant sows, including abortion, stillborns, early farrowings. This results in an increase in mortality in suckling pigs. In its respiratory form, it causes pneumonia and is one of the most important agents in the porcine respiratory disease complex. The disease, of unknown etiology, was described for the first time in the USA in the late 80s and shortly afterwards also in Europe. It was not until 1991 that the virus was isolated for the first time in Lelystad. The virus then spreads quickly and today is present in the majority of pig-producing countries in America, Europe and Asia. Only Australia, New Zealand, Scandinavian countries and some South American countries are free from PRRS. It continues to be one of the main worries for veterinarians and producers alike, since it is an as yet unresolved disease which causes serious financial losses. Various studies conducted in America, Europe and Asia demonstrate that the financial repercussions of the disease are very high. According to the most recent published studies, it is estimated that in the North American swine industry, the direct and indirect costs of the disease amount to $1 billion per year. HiPRA is a pharmaceutical company and a reference in prevention for animal health. It has its own diagnostics laboratory and its own line of ELISA kits. A large team of professionals with broad work experience supply all of the knowledge and experience which, together with the tools available, enable us to provide the best service to clients for the control of PRRS. Despite now having effective vaccines against the disease, HiPRA continues to invest resources in research and development in order to find a solution that is 100% effective against PRRS. Consequently, HiPRA has the vaccine, the diagnostics, the knowledge and experience in order to provide the best advice to our clients. How to control PRRS. Part of this complexity at the time of combating the disease is due to the wide variability that the PRRS virus presents at a genetic level. This variability between strains means that cross-immunity is hardly ever complete and in most cases is only partial. Therefore, when tackling the problem, it is firstly necessary to bear in mind where the infection comes from, in other words, if it is a homologous or heterologous infection. An endemic strain that circulates within the farm is considered to be a homologous strain, which is already present at the time of beginning the analytical process. Reference here is to a heterologous strain, when the infective virus is not one that has previously been found in the farm and is therefore a different genetic strain. This can have implications and repercussions on a practical level, since it is unknown whether the immunity generated by the homologous strain will be sufficient to control this new challenge. We therefore need to establish a series of control mechanisms to guarantee the stability of the affected farms. It is necessary to know what the risks of suffering an homologous or heterologous infection are. Bearing this in mind, veterinarians will be able to anticipate and prevent the risk. How do we prevent and control a possible infection? We have 4 essential pillars in order to understand the behavior of PRRS and what the most suitable decisions for controlling it are. The success of the disease control depends on the combination of the following strategies. Monitoring, which allows us not only to diagnose the disease but also to be informed of the status of the animals at all times, at what age they are infected, and how the virus is transmitted within the farm. Biosecurity consists of containment measures which prevent the entrance of a new heterologous strain with regard to external biosecurity, as well as all internal biosecurity measures that enable us to minimize the circulation of the homologous strain within the farm itself. With regards to handling of animals, it is necessary to be familiar with the production system in order to identify the facilities and challenges that this represents for controlling the disease. Protocols for acclimatization and introduction of replacement animals are one of the most important points in the PRRS control. This is one of the most frequent entrances of new PRRS virus strains and one of the main causes of farm destabilization. Finally, active immunization of the animals is vital in order to minimize the clinical presentation of the disease, as it enables us to reduce the viral excretions and decrease infection pressure and the circulation of the virus on farms. It is therefore very important to have a complete, global view of the situation with regard to PRRS disease on our farms. Only then will we be able to apply the right measures and successfully control the disease.